Harvesting Twitter tweets. How do you do it? Well, we've developed a fairly easy way to do it at DiscoverText, and the first thing you would do is visit discovertext.com and either log in with your Facebook credentials or register for a free account. You can try some of our services, many of our services, for free for 30 days. I'm going to log in using my Facebook credentials because that also gets me the ability to harvest content off Facebook, which is covered in a separate video. So this is the landing page in DiscoverText. It's the dashboard. If you want to start immediately harvesting Twitter tweets, click on the Start a New Project button and give that project a name. I'm going to call mine 1-Twitter Demo. Put it at the top of a list. You can see I get a blank project that has this name, 1-Twitter Demo, and it shows up in my project list over here. It's got no archives or any other project features, but it does have this Import Data button. You can click on that. And then on the Import Archive page, you can click on the big Twitter icon. And I can search for a topic that I might be interested in that would be trending on Twitter or something that I'm just following. So lately we've seen a lot about Egypt on Twitter, some of it quite relevant and significant. And since I'm already signed in with Twitter, if you're doing this for the first time, you're going to need to authenticate using Twitter credentials. And then I'll put my search here. And when I say Twitter credentials, I simply mean that you've got a Twitter username and password that's valid. And here we get the option to go day forward on what we call the fetch. The fetch goes to the Twitter API and retrieves whatever the API is offering up at that particular moment. And you may want to do this over and over again. So we set a maximum of 100 fetches and the ability to schedule that. The frequency as well, it was during the State of the Union, we had to create a setting for every 5 minutes. The fetch will only pull 1,500 items, depending on the frequency of the use of the search term or the hashtag. You could use one of the different settings here. And we've also added some time slicing options here, so if you want to set a start date and an end date for your fetch, say a week in this case, I can do that, and also maximum number of items per fetch. I'm going to click on the import feed, and I get the message that ingestion okay. And what's going to happen is in the background, DiscoverText is using the Twitter API to go out and fetch and bring into the system the tweets that are responsive to that particular search term. When it's done, I'll get a notification over here that the fetch is complete. You can see some items that have come in from fetches that were set up earlier today. In this case, this was a big fetch off the Nike Facebook page, almost 20,000 items. And here's a fetch. This was the first fetch for hashtag Twitter. There were 1,500 items found and 1,500 written into the archive. 1,500 is the max set by the Twitter API, and that was indexed for full text search. And then you can see here that it was on a schedule, so it went back and did a subsequent search, and there were 90 new items that were written out of the 1,500 again that were found. And after a little pause, we're back. The search has been returned with the hashtag Egypt. 1,500 items were written to that archive, and that archive then shows up on the archive list here, and I can drill into that archive and see some summaries. I can go in and generate exact duplicates, which will create a deduplicated file. I can browse these items in Arabic. I can get the metadata. Also, we can search the items or run advanced searches, filtering on the metadata. And then searches of archives can produce buckets and codable data sets. So that's just how easy it is to get data off of Twitter. It's not that complicated. If you need to redact your data, we do have redaction facility that allows you to suppress metadata fields or to black out usernames that appear in tweets. So there are quite a few features in the Discover Text application beyond just the simple harvesting of social media, but we hope this gets you started. Thank you very much. My name is Stuart Schulman. I am the founder and CEO of TechSifter LLC. We are a software company that harvests data from a variety of sources to make it more amenable to analysis. And if you want any further information, you can email me stu@techsifter.com. Thanks again.